Jeremy Howard. It's nice to be able to give a keynote that covers both the UX and the life sciences and the more vertical tracks, horizontal tracks, because you kind of get a chance to talk a bit about how these things all fit together. I think it was great to see how Hunter's talk talked about some of the similar things to what I talked about from a different perspective. So it's really nice to bring together some themes like that. Data's cool because people are seeing that they're using it for stuff. I mean, everybody can see now that a lot of the stuff they use on their phone or whatever is clearly being driven by data. So I think people get starting to ask questions like, oh, how did Google Photos know that that's a photo of my wife? Or how did, how did Instagram automatically change my picture in that way? Or how did the Google inbox automatically suggest this reply? Like, they all seem kind of magical and kind of awesome. And yeah, I think people want to know, how does it work and how can I do that? The title of my talk kind of gives that away, which is that you can't afford to ignore deep learning. It's one of these things which I know a lot of people who are more, they've seen a lot of trends come and go, and because it seems so over-fashionable, they assume it must be kind of ridiculous, But actually, this is one of those rare trends that comes along that actually is every bit as important as the breathless media articles make out it is. So I try to give some examples of how deep learning is already changing their day-to-day life and what's coming up over the next few months, and hopefully get people to think, oh, okay, maybe it's worth looking into, maybe it's not just another fad. I know how to become a data scientist. I don't know how to become a great one. If I did, I would have done it already. But yeah, my background is totally non-technical, and now I like to call myself a data scientist, so I guess I've been through that process myself. It's all very accessible nowadays. There's great courses online on Coursera and Udacity. There's great books. I think the most important thing is to work on interesting problems and let that drive your learning. So personally, I really enjoy Kaggle competitions, not necessarily just current ones, but you can go back and look at past ones, have a go at entering them yourself, and then you can, after a while, take a look and see, well, what did the winners do? What did they do differently? How come you didn't come up with that idea? And you can learn a lot that way.